Okay, yeah. So, what's the story behind this one? It's obviously an intricate one.
Yeah. This painting is about my family and the history of my family. It was the first one I did in this series. It uses a lot of headlines which relate to Ireland and the history of warfare and suppression, which I've used to refer back to, you know, the famine and certain names and times that my sister, who researches our family tree, discovered. So, you know, it was a painting I started for Claire, my sister, because she's really into the family tree and the family history. So, yeah.
There's a number of panels there. What's the reason behind that?
Okay, well, come with me and I'll explain. Each painting has 9 panels. The main reason is I buy them 2 at a time and I carry them home from the shop. They're easy to handle. I paint on both of them independently, and I glue the headlines down, then I mask them off and paint over the headlines or any other bits of paper I've got. And then when I've got 9, I put them together, and if I'm happy with the way it's ended up, because sometimes I'll start with an idea, like the first one was the idea of family or my Irish heritage, and then this one was just copying a nice painting by a guy called Peter Stevenson, a Tasmanian painter, and he called his the Hot Sea, but I've called mine Hot Spa. It's got a lot to do with the death of my mother, and she died 2 years ago, and the very first spa bath she ever took was about the last week of her life in the health facility she was at. So that's sort of that idea influenced me to do something about grief and memories of my mother.
And so family themes continued there as well.
Well, exactly. I didn't plan on it, but I suppose I'm still sort of dealing with that sort of losing my mum, and yeah, sort of just fell into place. Now here's another painting which has been split because of the doorway. So this again starts with me cutting out newspaper headlines or pictures, gluing them down, masking taping over them, and here you'll see the masking tape is actually used as a decorative element. And,
was that planned? Was that planned then?
No. These things I find. I just find out when I do these. I used to do a lot of paintings with broad brush strokes and dots, and the dots were punctuation. So I'm always putting little dots here and there, and they just sort of, they just fill in the space.
And this one has memory as an important thing as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has a kind of a lot of little memories of growing up in Canberra and visiting Yass, which is a town in the countryside, and playing footy. And I was sort of